Well, hello everybody. Welcome to week number 2 of the PML draft league. This is Rocky Mike, coach of the Virginia Victinis. Yeah, we're here. We're gonna start this with a little bit of a quick team builder, just because I guess you can see my team on the left. My opponent's team is on the right. Just before starting the team builder, I do want to point out that I made a couple of transactions since last week. We switch Staraptor for Noivern, which are two, I guess, very different Pokemon. But the main reason why I did that switch is because Noivern will give me access to a second form of removal in default, which Staraptor unfortunately doesn't get this generation. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of having to be depending on only Tatsugiri if I ever need to run defog or removal. So yeah, Noivern. Besides, Noivern is a great people Pokemon. Given that it's so fast, can be very bulky. So yeah, I'm very excited to get to use it. And the second Pokemon I grab is I draw Jumpluff, which I realistically only drafted to set up a fast sunny day for Florida main. But that's just a gimmick, and I could see I don't see myself really using it. So instead, we just grab from the tier 5 bottom tier, we pick up Mog, which gives me quite a lot actually. It gives me a ground poison, so I don't have to worry about toxic spikes too much now. If it looks good on the matchup, and it also gives me access to toxic spikes myself. Um, it's not a top Pokemon by any stretch of the imagination, obviously, but it's a decent special defensive wall, and it has some nice little tricks that we may show up during the week, during the season. We'll see. But anyway, that those are the teams. You can see, as you can see, my opponent has a very interesting team. The main trend speed, of course, Dragapult because it's Dragapult and Palafin. Um, the only restriction that the league put on Palafin is that it cannot use Jet Punch because that move is banned, which is good for me, not for my opponent, because now my faster sweepers like Weavile and um, um, Floor main don't have to worry about that, which is great for me, and we'll try to take advantage of that. Other than that, the Among Us is actually quite challenging, and Spite Up is annoying if he decides to come in just to set up webs. Other than that, I think we have a pretty decent matchup, and let's see what we brought this week to face our opponent. Okay, so first of all, well, I should start with number one Pokemon, I guess. So we're bringing Wicked the Flutter Mane once again. Maybe we'll get to use it this week. Who knows? But anyway, so yeah, we're bringing a Choice Scarf set this week with a Modest Nature because it auspices everything. Um, Hopefully, I mean, if the drop hole is not a scarf, this thing is just clicking buttons. Momentless and Shadow Ball are very unresisted by opponents' team. Risk of Fire in case it terastallizes something into fire, sorry, into a steel to try to beat, I guess, Flurmane, and Thunderbolt just to finish off, do more than 50% to even a bulky mana Flurmane. What am I saying? Palafin. So yeah, other than that, yeah, Flurmane, it's a Flurmane. Like I said, looking, trying to see if we can use it this week. Second of all is going to be our Vega, the Weavile. This time he's holding a choice band because this thing just clicks buttons in front of my opponent's team, especially the Dragapult, being that it's so fast. I can always just click with a little bit of prior chip. I can just click Shot in front of it and take a huge chunk or kill it outright. Um, for my other staffs or Ice Spinner, Night Slash. This is basically the same moveset that I brought last week. The only difference is that this week we are Adamant because my opponent, or the only thing on my opponent's team that outspeeds an Adamant Weavile is the Dragapult, and I'm not outspeeding that even with Jolai. So yeah, this is as always, this is a option for Terrestrializing because it removes my weakness to Dark, and it just gives that extra punch to Ice Shard, which is always good. But yeah, we'll see how Weavile does this week. Next up, we're bringing Dondoso, Yorger. Um, this time, we are bringing a special defensive set, mostly to check the Dragapult and the Palafin, but I don't need any defense to check Palafin. That thing just cannot do anything to us, even if we don't run any defense, which is great. But we're also bringing Curse just to keep, just to bulk ourselves up if my opponent decides to they want to start bulking up with Manafin for some reason. Um, Protect just to give us a little bit more of recovery with the leftovers, and just liquidation body press are all around is good. My opponent could, I guess Dragapult does well this, but at the end of the day, I have answers to that. So this is mostly for the Dragapult, so I don't have to worry too much about it. So yeah, I don't think I will terrestrialize this, but if push comes to shove, I guess I could terrestrialize into fire, into grass, and not have to worry about that weakness. But probably not. We'll see. Next up is one of the first new members of the squad. We're bringing old Kiora, the Neuburn, um, with heavy duty boots, running mostly a fast, bulky set, mostly for pivoting, and again removing hazards like especially stick webs. Taunt to if my opponent brings the spike dubs, we're probably leading this, and we just taunt him turn one, just to prevent it from doing anything. Shuts down the Among Us as well. Hurricane is just a good overall neutral staff of grounds. Most of my opponent's teams, except maybe the Claff and the Kragonaut, but we do have the fast U-turn for that. Freeze is the ability I prefer here because it gives me information on my opponent's team, which is always great. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Neighbor. Pretty happy to be getting to use this thing in Wi-Fi for the first time. Next up, we are bringing Kisame, the Garchomp, holding a Rocky helmet with, of course, the rustling ability to punish physical attackers and U-turns, like Palafin or like U-turns from the Dragapult. This thing will just do a lot of damage to any of that. Even foul plays from Umbreon, it will punish it for clicking that move, which is usually what you want to click with Umbreon. Uh, Not much to say about the set. It's just fast enough to outspeed uh, a max speed Palafin. Uh, the idea with this is just to try to set as many hazards as possible. Since my opponent doesn't have default, they only have rapid spin, and I don't know if the Kragonaut will be coming. And even if it comes, I can always speed block with the Floramy. So yeah. Um, Ideally, my leads will be one of the two dragons, and I either taunt or I start saying hazards. I'm trying to stack them as much as possible. The neutral staffs were good enough to cover everything, so I'm not worried about anything else. So yeah, that's Dragapult. Um, and last but not least, we're bringing the MVP from last week, Bronson. He is rocking Chastavari because we are once again bringing a Aram Defense body press set. Um, However, this time we're not bringing the future side. We're bringing rest to recover our health. My opponent doesn't have um, very good answers to body press if I set up a lot, except the Among Us and the Dragapult, which both get severely damaged by Heavy Slam. I kind of wanted to run Heavy Metal just to make a lot more damage with it, but I realized that well, first of all, my opponent doesn't have ground type, so uh, non-staffs Earthquakes wouldn't be doing too much to this Pokemon. Uh, Also, um, if I am terrestrializing this, which is more than likely what I will be terrestrializing, this thing just completely walls any kind of Dragapult. Shadow Ball doesn't do much to a fully special defensive set like this. Um, in Flamethrower, of course, thanks to Heat Proof, doesn't do anything. And of course, Dragon Staff doesn't do anything as well. And if I lose I guess, the weakness to U-turn, then we're just taking, non-very effective U-turns from that thing. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe Bronson will be the one pulling out the win for us this week as well. Well, that's the team. Hope you enjoy watching the battle, and thank you for watching. We'll see you in the game. Bye. And welcome to the game, everybody. I see a Pachirisu on my opponent's side of the field. That's hilarious. Okay, all right. Um, so yeah, he did bring the three biggest threats, which are the Palafin, the which are the Paladin, the Among Us, and the Dragapult. Outside of that, he did bring his Rapid Spinner, which is good for him. Uh, and then he brought other things, I guess. Okay, so we could, since he didn't bring the what you call it, the Spite Ups. I'm not scared. He didn't bring the Umbreon. That's interesting. Okay, well, since he didn't bring, they could lead Dragapult. I understand that, but that'll be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and lead with Kisame, since I halfway expect them to lead with Paladin, and if they do, that is great for us, because they definitely want to activate that 0-2 hero as soon as possible. So yeah, good luck, have fun to Alice and his Cornish Corpish. We'll see how this game goes. I do not honestly know if they won or lost last week, so I apologize about that. But yeah, good luck, have fun anyway. Alrighty, Rubbles. Okay, cool. Yeah. I didn't see an air balloon, so I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna start with his Starrocks. Starrocks will be the best play, right? I mean, he could go into the Defogger. I do not care about that. I'm just gonna Starrock. What could you be possibly trying to do with this? Super Fan, maybe? Your turn. Okay. Well, you're gonna take damage. Could I just Earthquake it? No problem. It takes a bunch of damage, and now he has to deal with the Stealth Rock. If he goes to the spinner, we go immediately into our what you call it, Flurry. That's what it's called. Stone Heart. Why would you bring this in front of a Garchomp? You know what? I'm not gonna. He may be trying. You're not gonna kill him in one hit, and he may be trying to set up. So he could be grass. I am fully aware of that. If they are grass, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna Dragon Claw. We do not activate his. Okay, that is fine. He takes damage, which you do what? Okay. Well, that didn't activate. Is yeah. Okay. Sure. I'm just gonna Earthquake, I guess. If you trust like grass, then good play on you, sir. Trailblaze. I forgot that is a thing with this thing. If you Terra Grass, that is fine. We still have the Flurry, which probably outspits it even if he tries to Trailblaze again. Come on, buddy. Reminder that the timer is a thing. Okay, they should be dead. Yep. Let's go. If this was Terra Grass, that was your one chance to use it. Funny how we're still faster after a Trailblaze. I love Clunk. I think it's an absolutely hilarious Pokemon. Why would you go into this? Are you like trying to lose it? I'm just gonna Dragon Claw because either he is gonna switch it or flip turn, or I don't know. I don't think it does anything to Kisame here though. It's Sharp versus Dolphin. Let's see who wins. I'm definitely faster. You could go for an Ice Punch, which will be your best play. His Scarf. That's excellent news for me to know, I guess. Yeah, he gets completely walled by the Dondozo. I'm gonna guess that he's gonna go into the Cryogonal. And if he's not heavy duty boots, that's problematic for you. So let's see what happens. Ani maestro. Ah, I could have just earthquake you. Okay. Claw is not enough, unfortunately. He could try to put me to sleep. I do not care. I'm just gonna spike. Man, he's having a lot of issues with this with this Garchomp, huh? If he puts me to sleep, that's perfectly fine. Garchomp can still do damage thanks to the Rocky Helmet and the. We'll take that. The spikes still go up. There we go. Garchomp is such a good Pokemon. Such a good Pokemon. Right. Let's go ahead and spike some more. He's probably gonna put me to sleep here. Should be completely fine with me. Toxic. Okay. That is fine. I might just end up setting my 3 layers of spikes, right? Yeah, okay. Cool. I don't think he has a Spore if he has all of that, but I can really not risk my, I really cannot risk my, my Fluttermane, oh sorry, my Weavile to a random Spore. So we're gonna go ahead and not do that. You can just go to Ulquiorra. Well, we know he's Black Sludge, but thank you for letting us know. He's using Foul Play. Does no damage, which is fantastic for us. Okay. We could U-turn, we could just Hurricane. What do we have? Foul Play, Protect, Toxic. He could just try to Toxic. I'm just gonna taunt it. If he switches, he switches. I kinda... yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Right. Yep. Okay. I could see him clicking Toxic here. So it might be a good opportunity to click Hurricane. Yeah, let's just Hurricane. If you stay in with it, you get really punished. So let's see what we decide to do. Come on, buddy. Come on. We got a timer. Remember that. The timer sucks. Come on. Come on. Alright. That should kill it. Ah, so close. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yep. Yeah, definitely punishes it. We're gonna go ahead and Hurricane again. They're probably gonna protect just for the health, which is fine with me. Hard decision between just switching, huh? Come on, buddy. Alright, we get the Hurricane. Let's go. Alright, the Pachirisu does not have static, which is fantastic news for me. Yep, there goes that. Excellent work, Neuburn. Ulquiorra. Let's see what you got next. Could go to Palafin. If he goes to Palafin, it will probably tell me he has Ice Punch. Collector. He is the Palafin. Yeah, okay. He's gonna take a lot of damage. Yeah, Don doesn't care about this. So we'll just go to Yogurt. If I'm them, I probably just click Ice Punch, right? There goes the Dondoso. There's the Ice Punch. Easy peasy. No freeze. Fantastic. Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna go to Flormain because I think he's gonna go into the Dragapult. Glaciator. That works for me. He's not. I could have just body pressed this. That's hilarious. Okay. Well, we just Fluttermane, I guess. Yeah. We are Choice Scarf, so we don't care. We could just Shadow Ball, Moonblast. Which one is better? This thing has a lot of special defense. I know that. But Shadow. I guess Moonblast is our best hit. If he has Flash Canyon, he has Flash Canyon. I do not care. He has Recover. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. I forget this thing gets Recover. Well, realistically, the Moonblast is just doing a ton more, and he only has 8 recovers. Man, imagine if this thing was Specs. You know, it occurs to me now that I could have Terra and just blow this thing out of the water. But that is okay. That is okay. I could try to Terra this into Steel, I guess. Wouldn't be the saddest thing in the world for me. Do. Come on. Takes a nice chunk. There goes the special attack. That's why Moonblast is busted. As long as we don't freeze, we should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. No, Moonblast should kill it. I always say this Pokemon is just unfair, man. Now the Dragapult will have to be what you call it? The Dragapult will have to be a Choice Scarf to try to do anything to us, but then again, we can just Terra Fairy in its games. I'm pretty sure from this position, Fluttermane is just set up to sweep now, because this was the only thing that would take 2 hits, and as you can obviously see, it cannot. So this turn we kill it. Next turn we just Terra. Palafin cannot even. Alright, so he's gonna sack the Palafin or the Pachirisu. Or boost to the Pachirisu. Yeah. You're quite dead, sir. Yep. Check something real quick. He's gonna go into the Palafin. He went into this? Why would you go into this? Okay. Well, we just tear Moonblast. If you're a Scarf and try to Shadow Ball us, it's gonna be unfortunate for you. Palafin 167. Yeah, or Pure Fairy. They're gonna Terra into what? 173, yeah, we're fine. Okay. That's random as heck. But you may survive this, I guess. Nope, never mind. This Pokemon is unfair, man. This is why you should always buying Fluttermane. Holy cow. Yeah, GG's to Alice. Well, we did say during the team builder, I was hoping that I was going to be able to use Fluttermane this week, and I guess we are going to use Fluttermane this week. Yeah. So we just Moonblast twice, and this should be GG's. There it goes. Goodbye, Puffin. And Pachirisu. Oh, sorry. Cryogonal should be the last team. Yeah, there was no point in saving this in my opinion. So yeah. That is gonna be a win for us for week 2 of Team Milk. What was this? I think this might have been a 6-0. Well, that's unfortunate for my opponent, but we'll take the differential. Yeah. Alright, well, thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you in the next PML battle. Bye.